So I just hit 10 years of owning J Lane Construction, my construction company, and I want to share with you a couple insights and an inside look of what my life actually looks like day to day, 10 years later. My life has become extremely peaceful. It's a whole lot less stressful when your entire business is systemized and automated and you have other people running those processes. I've worked hard over the last 10 years. It's been a journey, but to build processes along the way. In the beginning, you're learning and you're building processes and your first couple hires, but where my life is at now is a drastic difference from where my life has been or was 10 years ago, or even 8 years ago, or even 7 or 6 years ago. It has been a wild ride, and I couldn't be more grateful. I am extremely grateful for the position that I'm in life. I'm spending more time with my wife. I'm able to play more guitar. I'm able to work on some very exciting upcoming things like my own software, and I'm starting to coach other contractors. But I'm just feeling so much more peace, not being in the day-to-day of the business and being the founder and checking in with my C-suite weekly. And it's an amazing thing to streamline an entire company. And so how did I do it? Let's dive in. So years 0 to 3, I was literally doing everything. I was the accountant, I was the superintendent, I was the project manager, I was the estimator, I was the sales guy. I was the YouTuber with marketing. I was all the roles, and it was very difficult. And on top of being all things for all people and being all the roles, I was learning what I was doing. I was learning how to even run a construction company, how to be a general contractor. And so it was just the first 0 to 3 years, man, it was pure grind. It really seemed like everything in this stage was just trying to bring me down. They say, like 95% or whatever of people, business owners, fail within the first 5 years. The first 0 to 3 years, man, it literally felt like 250% chances that I was gonna fail. It was extremely difficult. Years 3 to 5, things were starting to get really exciting. My name was starting to get out there. I've gotten some, client testimonials and Google reviews and had a much better website at this point. Things were starting to look up, right? People were starting to recognize the brand. J Lane Construction was starting to be seen around town. Things were looking good. I finally felt like at this point, I was actually starting to get somewhere. Maybe everything was gonna be worth it in the end, That's what I started thinking. Maybe this whole thing was gonna be worth it. I made my biggest mistake that I've ever made. I took my hand off the wheel too early. It's like a kid riding a bike and you have training wheels on the bike, right? Like you're training your kid, but you can't take the training wheels off too fast and let them ride the bike on their own. My business still needed the training wheels, which was me having my head around the whole thing at all times. Hard to sleep when you're a business owner and you have to keep your head around everything. But I took the training wheels off. I'm like, okay, let's see if this works. And they kind of do fine for a second. Then it just starts, and I'm like, wait. And I jump back in and I catch it from totally failing. And I'm like, what were you guys doing? Like, what is going on? They're like, oh no, we're doing our best. The business wasn't ready in year 5 to 7 for me to completely let go. Even though it was always my plan, it was always my goal to eventually hire a CEO and have a C-suite and let this thing run on autopilot, but it just wasn't ready yet. I had more work to do. If you're in this stage in your business, a quick piece of advice for you is to stay the course, keep building deeper and deeper processes, more than you think, about every little button click that needs to happen within your business. Put it in Structur software. You can check out structur.com, a place to actually put the SOPs, the quizzes, the checklists, the scorecards, all that stuff. My software is very cool. I can tell you more about it later. But don't take your hands off the wheel too soon. That's my biggest advice to you in this stage. Make sure you have everything completely documented and you have A players on your team. So now that I'm at year 10, years 10 plus, it's a whole different world. Like it feels different. I feel so much more peace, so much less stressed. I'm not in the day-to-day. And I think there's a lot of contractors out there that choose to be in the day-to-day forever. Nothing wrong with that, but I had other things that were on my heart that I really wanted to explore, like coaching other contractors, transforming the industry with my upcoming software. I am in probably one of the best places in my life. I would call years 10 plus the golden years. So my C-suite reports to me weekly. We jump on Zoom, or I come into the office here and we meet. We go over everything that they're doing this week and things coming up. I really keep a pulse on the financials. We have scorecards built out in our software. There's checklists for every little thing. The team knows what they're doing. That's the thing, is I don't need to be me going on site and acting as a superintendent. It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. How am I gonna catch all the little details better than a superintendent that we pay very well to go catch all those details and be managed by a project manager? They work together to help him catch all the details and keep the finances on track and build the schedule and make sure everything is good with the owner invoicing and everything like that, making happy clients. That really is the name of the game, is building a process for everything so you can keep your happy clients. So then they get reviews, and then the new clients see those reviews, they hire you, and the cycle just repeats. So I've decided to bring on a CEO for my company. It's a really big move. This is a big deal. Someone to work with my COO, Ron, and completely running everything, being responsible for everything. We are actually, in this time of this recording, 2024, onboarding. So I'm training the CEO to really know every detail about my entire company, just like I did for each role. But now it's like, oh, this is a whole nother macro level of training a CEO to run the company and to know all the little ins and outs. So all that being said, what am I gonna do? Well, I have some exciting news. I have been doing a coaching program for other contractors all across the whole world. There's people in Spain, and there's people all across the United States, and there's people really all across the world that are a part of Automation Blueprint, which is training other contractors. There's a whole blueprint built out about how to get their construction business to run without them on autopilot. So it's been extremely fulfilling to start automating. I can see the pieces are turning green in those people's companies. They automate the superintendent, they automate the project manager, right? They build the process, we help them build the whole process. The most exciting thing about freedom in life is you can go buy time. People say time is money, but really time is everything. And the best part about this is you can go buy that on Indeed. People are selling it. They'll give you from 9 to 5 every day of the week. And all they need is a paycheck. And so it's a beautiful thing to be able to buy your time back, which really gives you the true freedom in life. So I just spent the last many months building out Structur software, Structur with no E. It's literally a place for contractors, anyone who owns a construction business, to actually store their processes, because everyone's like, you need to have processes written. It's like, what do you do? Open a bunch of Google Docs and put them in there. But this software is the internal website on steroids. It's a rocket ship version with quizzes and scorecards and checklists and process pages and documents and messaging. And then it's eventually going to have a whole pre-construction portal and a CRM and project management features to completely take over the industry with project management, like take over Procore, Buildertrend, JobTread, like all those project management software. So really, that has been extremally fulfilling, the software and the coaching. And I'm just so fulfilled in life. I think if you're fulfilled as whatever you're doing, maybe you're a contractor, maybe you're a real estate guy, maybe you're whatever you are, follow the fulfillment, man. And sometimes people's paths change, like, not that I'm not fulfilled running a construction company, but I felt like, okay, great. I ran that for 10 years, and I feel like now it's time to change the industry with what I learned and the tech, the processes, the systems, the streamlining. And I'm excited to bring it to the world. And I'm really excited for the next chapter. If you made it to the end of this video, first of all, thank you for being a part of the journey. If you're interested in the software, you could check out Structur.com. It's launching June 1st, 2024. Super exciting stuff. And if you're actually interested in the coaching program, just go to jesselane.com, and we'd love to help you totally automate and streamline your entire construction company so it can run without you, so you can actually be the founder and not the superintendent or the admin person or the project manager or the estimator or the sales guy or the marketer or the COO or the CEO. Boom, drop the mic. You're the founder. That's where we're going to get you. We're going to greenlight everything else in the program. We'd love to have you be a part of it. Click like, and I'll see you in the next vid. Peace. By the way, the link is in the description for the software and the coaching program.